Hello, this is True King once again with my special guest, Mr. F again, as
Hello.
the, I guess, official choreographer of co-hosting video, whatever management.
When time is necessary. College is a bitch.
Our recurring guest of last video, Kelsey, and an old friend of mine, Mr. Silent. I forget what your name was.
Oh, whoopsies.
Silent? Silent? Or something. Anyway, today's topic will be about our very old days as children, watching cartoons as we fantasize about oddly shaped cannibals.
Not even close, but okay, we'll go with
Mr. F, would you like to go first? Yes.
Well,
uh,
that's a tough one. Cause
Isaiah's like, yeah.
it depends what you want. It's like because the varieties that we had, it was more diverse. Now with cartoons, they're so linear. Like the only ones that really get to your attention now is like Gumball because it's antics, but then again it has that like the background is all real life, and then they're like just flat like
Some of them are actually just paper cut out.
yeah. But then again,
One's a T-Rex.
I was disappointed on the shows that come out because look, you got Teen Titans Go, which is horrible. If anyone wants to criticize me,
God.
it was horrible.
I will agree with you
It
there.
is horrible.
It's disappointing because look, character wise, don't get me the wrong, the voices fine. Don't get me wrong on that. But the actual story and what they did to it is a disgrace to the whole entire franchise.
In fact,
I guess could you say franchise?
It's technically a franchise. I
Yeah,
guess.
the franchise because look at the characters are more goofy. They're not. I know it's supposed to be a kiddish show. Cartoon Network does its own deal.
Mhm.
I don't know what's going on there, but you have to think about the fact that you have to respect some franchises. You know their characters and who they are.
Not only that,
like let's give the example of let's see the most obvious example, Raven. She's supposed to be the outcast, the dark creature, the creepy one. But yeah, you could relate to her because you know
she's a bit actually bubbly and
but she's that one character that everyone loves.
Yeah, what you gotta understand is that what's it called? They brought the show back just for kids to watch. And to tell you the truth, I will agree, it's not good to watch. But then yet again, it has some moments where it's like, that actually makes you laugh.
Okay,
you know?
okay. Don't
We
get
got
me
some
wrong.
laughs,
There's
but-
some
Yeah.
laughs, but
Actually-
it kind of makes you wonder where
Like,
it
you know,
headed.
Yeah, like, no. What's it called? Shows like Teen Titans Go is like, it's acceptable because it has some moments where it was like, oh, okay, that was pretty funny. That was really stupid.
Well, there's
but
actually two that have disappointed me. Like I don't know, like Clarence and Uncle
God.
Grandpa.
no, those shows are bad. People, what's it called? No. I kind of want to watch Clarence due to the fact that people have been telling me that it's a good show. That it has the concept when you see the show like its entirety, like when you see the commercials, it's like it looks stupid. But people have been telling me that they have like some really dark episodes and like deep episodes about what was it? There was an episode I saw just to finally get to watch it, and it was dealing with the bald kid trying to get acceptance from his dad. It's like, what the fuck am I watching? You know, that kind of stuff. But then again, it's like, it looks so stupid.
Well,
It's one of those shows where like it's doubtful.
Yeah.
It's really
yeah.
doubtful.
Well, like I said, with me, it's kind of more. It's with me. It's I'm very picky. I'm very shallow with some things like that because what I grew up with were very like with me. For me, they were interesting. Like you had a courage. You had
Samurai Jack. Don't forget that.
Samurai
Oh
Jack
my
was
God.
sadly canceled.
Well,
Even though it had so many awards and it was I
no,
think they could have won an Emmy.
I don't know if they actually canceled it. They
did cancel it.
I feel like they more
did
put a
cancel
twist in it.
No, they did cancel it because they were planning to make a movie.
Oh no! Yeah.
They even canceled
They
it.
did cancel it.
They did.
What's it called? But then they announced in like 2014 that they were supposed to that Teddy Grozovsky, the guy who does the Iron Man movies, the creator Samurai Jack, said that they were working on a movie. It's just that they have concept art and they have audios with Phil Lamar, the guy who played Samurai Jack,
Yeah.
Uh huh.
and other characters too. But the guy Mako, who played Aku, who's well known for Yaku, Grand Grandpa Iroh from Last
Avatar.
Airbender, yeah, Avatar, he had passed away sadly. Yeah, he had passed away
Yeah.
like 2 years ago before they could do anything.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're,
Now
yeah.
you do.
I do.
During I think the
I
during
know about that Sally because Samurai Jack was something that I guess is like it had its twist, but either way, it had a nice story.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it
it did.
ended where what's it called? Where they oh no, he ended it where they could just pick it up,
Yeah,
Mhm.
And but the movies in production hell, it's a term where it's like what's it called? They want to make a movie, but nobody's picking it up,
Mhm.
and so it's just gonna be still where they left off.
yeah. It's just until they have someone to pick it up, it's gonna be where it's at. But
Actually, here's one thing. For the Teen Titans, they had an actual episode for another season, but that was just it. After that, they just chopped it off
But-
and just left it right there.
but then again, it left off on a good base.
No,
the
what's it
original
called?
one,
No.
the original one, it did, but
I would say it's like
Original
like
one,
what-
it did leave off in a good pace, but here's where they cut it off. They cut off that new season with a new type of creature or something that's just transforming, other cities changing, everything's going crazy, and just new beginnings. But apparently they just stopped it there. It would have at least
oh no,
interested
what's
a
it
few people.
called? Shows oh no, writers and producers,
Glimpse.
showrunners end shows like that to pick it up in the later future because they just don't want to end it on a high note that much and say goodbye.
too soon.
So what's it called? The way Teen Titans ended. How did it end again?
It just actually ended with what I
Well,
just
like
said.
what's it called? After the whole like spoiler,
After the
they
whole
ended the
Brotherhood
whole
thing,
not the Brotherhood thing.
was it?
No, they
no,
ended
no,
it
no,
with
no, no.
It was a bunch of villains that were joined
Yeah,
together.
but they.
Oh no! You like are like 4 seasons off.
No, I
It
keep
ended it. No, it
I
ended
forget,
it on
okay,
that.
I
But
forget
I
here
know,
and
I
there.
know. Oh no, but the way Teen. What we're telling you, the way Teen Titans ended was Raven's dad comes and he's like a demonic devil
Yeah.
from the different dimension.
Oh right.
Yeah, see, and they managed to defeat him, and
Apparently Raven becomes some sort of badass at one point.
no, yeah, what's it
Yeah.
called? And then they ended it where it's like the Teen Titans are back together once again.
Mhm.
And so, but what's it called? Jump City is still under attack, and so they can't leave. Or something. I'm thinking like they did leave. Or like
They did.
Cyborg went somewhere else, and then Robin had to go back with Batman or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
That
I know like they ended it was like they're still gonna be
With a
heroes.
cliffhanger, they just left it like that.
Yeah, sort of. Where it's like they go pick it up later on. in the future.
But they left it
actually, okay, this is actually you guys' memories are gone with mine. What I remember last, they did that. Everyone went off in separate directions because they were actually fanning out to collect more heroes for the Teen Titans, and they've collected all of them possible. Then an evil organization caught all the heroes they've had using the very own Teen Titans signal device. I forget what it's called. But after that, they actually managed to defeat the evil organization, freeze all the villains, etc., etc., and it just fucks over Doctor Light or whoever the light bulb guy is, having a whole bunch of heroes just coming at him. But that wasn't the end of that. The end of the series there. It was ending on a high note, but then ended up on some random episode that showed up about them coming back, finally coming back to where their home city is. And then it just stopped off after that. Finding out Terra actually got out of the rock formation. Beast Boy trying to get back with her, but it just stood there. They never continued after that. Everyone's silent now.
no,
No.
no. I'm thinking is like because the way they ended it was with Raven's dad. Like you actually find out Raven's true
That-
nature.
That was
But
one
that
of the
wasn't
seasons.
no, but that was the last season.
Yeah,
That
it
was the last season.
That
What's
was
it
the last
called?
thing. You're thinking of like
It's one of the seasons.
halfway. You're halfway.
Yeah, like,
it
you're
was
the-
halfway. It was
like-
halfway because right there, that pretty much gives us a spoiler of what's gonna happen the following season. if you
Yeah,
think
because
about it.
what's it called? That was one of the seasons where they what's
Alright.
it called? Where they set it up because it was Dr. Brain who was setting that.
Yeah, and then
Dr. Brain. Still.
Should we skip another matter from another
I
show?
guess so. Here's an old cartoon we all enjoyed as kids about three kids trying to scam everyone out of their money. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. The three rascals after jawbreakers and never learned how to
Oh
swallow.
no, shit! You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
You are right.
Told you.
Palomo is right.
Really?
It ends with what's it
Ha!
called?
I thought it
Ha!
was like that.
Yeah.
Ha!
I was thinking, it's like, what happened?
Because
It's like,
I know for
screw
a fact
all
they
you.
because what's it called? No,
They-
I'm looking. I'm
My
looking it up
memory's
right
better.
now. Yeah, my memory. It's my bad.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Oh no, what's
Relax.
it called? I was just looking up the whole series, and every season is
Don't be a flanky.
It's just marked off
Wait,
somehow.
don't be a flaky. There you go.
what's it called?
Oh, by the way, new mascots will be showing up pretty soon later on in our podcasts. It will show in the opening sequence.
Introducing Flanky the Centaur. Like,
Yeah, guys.
help me!
Okay.
But other than that, continue floors with your.
I gotta finish this. Hold on.
And then Eddie or...
The lovable Flaky the Centaur coming soon.
To a theater near you.
Wait, now we're on production. What the hell are we anymore?
I don't know.
We are
What?
technically a production as of 2 years from now or several years later.
We are horrible.
We're not that horrible, but
We're bad.
we are making a mini series. Hope
We are
you guys will actually watch it. The concept we will show you
We're
some
awful.
concept art later on. Hope you enjoy it later. And Flores, continue what you were saying about the little segments for the seasons of Teen Titans.
Oh no. Teen Titans started off like season 1 was stories Robin.
Yeah.
No, was Robin's story.
Yeah.
Apparently every season was what's it called?
Based on each
on
Titan.
each Titan. So like season 1 was Robin's. Season 2 I think was Starfire's.
Starfire.
Season 3 was Cyborg. Season 4
Beast
was
Boy.
Raven.
Oh, then season 5 was
Season
Beast
5
Boy.
was Beast
Yeah,
Boys.
because that's how he became,
then-
I guess, the hero of the group. Or
Yeah,
like
sort
the-
of.
The hero among heroes with the old group coming back and just trying to fuck them over.
Because what's it called? Okay. Because that just seemed weird, and then that's when it kicks off to the movie.
No,
Because that just seemed weird, because that's how, what's it called? That's how I just thought about how it ended, where like you find out Raven's past.
Yeah, that's end of season 5, and then eventually they end up season 6, which is Beast Boys.
No, you're thinking of season 4. Season 4 is Raven. Season 5
It's
is
Beast Boys.
Okay.
You
they-
you were
no,
right
No,
about.
there was supposed to be a season 6, but it only cut off at one.
No.
Ernest.
Oh, hold on,
listen to
hold
me.
on. That's why I'm
There
just
was
looking it
supposed to
up.
be a season 6. There was one episode that was not counted for in the season. It was just there. It didn't count for a starting of the season. It was just there. They never continued it. They never added. That was supposed to be considered a new season there.
Yeah, because what's it called?
It was canceled.
It was canceled due to the fact that it got low ratings.
And that's what happened. It was interesting to me since it was going to be a new beginning with a new villain or something that just popped out of the freaking wall and melds into whatever it touches. That would have been amazing to me. And eventually, after
Yes, continue.
and basically after Ravens, that's when Terra was frozen in Bedrock because she was
Yeah.
fighting Slade, etc.
No,
And-
you are right. What's it called? The last episode, technically, was what's it called? Was when
And
Beast
there-
Boy. No, what's it called? Beast Boy finds. Oh no, they're fighting this monster that changes because the Hive Oh no, the Brotherhood created a monster. The Brotherhood of Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, created a monster that could change into anything, and then Beast Boy manages to come across this girl that looks like Terra.
And then he just eventually.
Like he's trying to find
Find
see
evidence.
if he could get the memory back.
And then around season 6, and the reason season 6 was just a cancellation episode there, is when he actually goes back. That's when he finds the girl that looks similar, and that's when he goes back to where Terra was frozen in actual rock.
Yeah,
and finds out that she's gone, not there anyway.
And then what's it called? And then after that, the season got canceled due to low ratings.
Which is sad. As for our Teen Titans, Ha.
All
Hey,
right.
I was
Hey,
like,
we were wrong.
I know,
yeah,
I know.
it's like I
God.
was thinking about what's it called. It's like because I remember that being the season finale technically
Technically.
because I actually didn't get to see it when it was coming out, and so I saw the Brotherhood one, the Brotherhood of Evil. I
Uh,
saw that season before I saw the Raven one.
anyway,
So yeah,
Same here.
Ed and Eddie, the three kids trying to scam everyone out of their money. Who they think they are? See, uh, that actually ended on a very good movie.
Well, it took a while though.
It took a
yeah.
long while for
Was
them,
it
but
like 3 seasons? Or two?
actually, last I remember, it was about four seasons. Like
No,
no,
it
That was
was
a lot
are you
more
less.
sure?
than that. I
Yeah, a
think.
lot more.
No. Are
Um,
you sure?
We're sure.
Wikipedia.
Yes, Wikipedia for the
No,
answers.
I felt
Brought
it
to you
was
by
2 to 3 seasons,
Flaky
and then
Centaur
it went to the
Productions.
movie.
I mean, no,
No,
what's it called?
Ed and
Because the
Eddie was
movie
around
didn't
for a
come
few
out.
years.
The movie didn't come out 6 months after another country got it. I'm
See,
being serious. Hold on. Oh, I'll tell you that story because I
Okay.
discovered that I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
uh,
So,
Ed and Eddie. That's just like that's the old cartoons we enjoyed the most. Average cartoon violence. People these days don't really enjoy.
yeah, what's it called?
But
And
They
just
what
want.
some
they
lovable
consider
characters.
violence is not even violence at all. I
I
guess
mean, in
it's
what?
a joke. It's a
Yeah,
joke. It's like as much as you see when people say, "Oh, this," when you hear kids saying, "This is the greatest show," "These are the greatest show,"
that's just them.
that's them. But us, we could say we had great shows like going back Samurai Jack. We have let's see what else, Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, here's a
Then we
violent
had
show that I guess
what else
any
did
kid
we have?
enjoyed from the '90s. We had Popeye the Sailor Man.
From the
That
90s.
that or I
Was that
cannot
the
remember. I
90s?
can't
It's
remember.
not from the 90s,
That is not
man.
from the
I can't
90s. We're
remember.
gonna have
Okay,
someone
Yeah,
coming.
what's it called? Like, that's a really
That's what
old cartoon.
that I
Right.
remember that from watching TV, and that's all
Yeah,
that
like
really
you saw
showed.
it you saw it like on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
Man.
no,
I
that's
understand
what I
that.
enjoyed the most. I don't care.
What's it called? Oh, Ed and Eddie ran for like 6 seasons from like
97 was it?
1999 to like 2009.
See,
So that lasted
So,
a
A
good
decade.
a
10
good
years,
decade.
yeah. 10
And
years,
then
and it
then the
ended with
movie
the movie.
came out where they were considered heroes because they finally showed what an adult character considering, I guess, or a teenage actual higher age character than the Canker sisters, Skankers.
The cankers.
Cankers.
No.
You know,
God,
it's funny. I was like,
cankers.
yeah,
I know.
it's cankers. I discovered that the word canker means horror.
Exactly.
I guess.
The Canker sisters. It's in their name.
Yeah, I told you guys last
They're
week.
always whores.
Well, come on. Well, not duh. Well, well, they're trying to kiss
Um,
everybody except the girls. But yeah.
Other than that, let's see.
Yeah, the
The,
movie. Oh, sorry.
the movie ended on a good note where they apparently Eddie's brother was defeated by a door.
Well, come on. It's gonna hurt. I like to see you try and survive that. I would like to see
Wait, did you say survive being hit by a door?
Yes, because I know for a fact you're not gonna be okay for like a while.
You said survive like they're gonna die or something for being hit by a. Well, then
I
again,
don't think you're gonna be the same. Let's just leave it at that, right?
Blah!
Flores?
Yeah.
you will be the. Well, if you look back on SpongeBob, you know how Squidward turned out.
No. We are not going with SpongeBob.
Sorry,
SpongeBob
sorry.
has disappointed me.
Alright,
has disappointed me.
Sorry.
Well,
But-
the old episode, still the first movie, it was great. It was great.
I will agree with you to the movie part, but then at a certain year, that's when like the show started going down. After the movie, like the episodes were still good, but then there are certain episodes where it's like that wasn't good at all.
No, because look at what they're trying to
just
do.
tearing
They
up.
tried too much. They're putting too much of an effort.
Yeah,
It's like
but then-
now they got Plankton most episodes as a good guy, and then the old ones, if you think about it, he was a badass like evil villain, even though most of his
In fact, he was
Plan
just trying.
failed.
He was just trying to steal the Krabby Patty secrets, and the secret sauce.
Yeah, like what was it?
It was just one bottle for $5 he could have bought anywhere.
Yeah, but no, he still does that. It's just that they toned it down for more kids to watch it. Because after the movie, the guy who made SpongeBob, apparently quit
Oh,
or
that explains
left.
a lot.
Yeah, he left.
He left.
I don't remember. I think he quit.
He just left.
No, he left.
He
Yeah,
just left.
he had left to do something else because he wasn't happy with Nickelodeon. I don't remember the full story, but it's something along the lines that because he wasn't happy with Nickelodeon, so he left. So they got a different guy, his co-writer, that worked with him,
Uh-huh.
he started doing it. But
Mhm.
then like what's it called? Since the show's been on for like almost,
More than a
it's
decade.
almost gonna be like almost 20 years now.
Man.
Like almost.
The Simpsons, by the way, are still running
No.
strong with that.
What is it?
It's 14 years.
4 more years. 4 more years. No, or 2015. Yeah, 4 more years, and we're gonna have 2 decades with that.
See?
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
what was it?
Cause if it came out the same time, Ed and Eddie, like the same year.
Yeah. I mean, but you really can't complain. But then because some of the stuff right now, like you're able to recite it
Uh-huh.
automatically. Like you're good, you're good, you're good. Those episodes came after the movie. So when you were saying that
Yeah.
those were bad episodes,
No, I meant the most recent one. I'm talking
yeah,
about the most recent
yeah.
one. Those I'm not talking about top.
Like I saw the second movie on SpongeBob Out of Water.
Mm.
I didn't like it.
No, because
I was actually really disappointed
Ah,
with it.
because if you think about it, like I said, they put too much of an effort.
Yeah.
The original one is like literally. I know it had its times that it wasn't funny, but literally most of the movie you got a good laughter. You got
Yeah, like
serious-
what's it called? Like I understand that. Like I did laugh at some of the jokes, but then there are jokes like they're not even trying, like or they're
Oh.
trying
like
too
it's because
hard. To
they
think.
they
Real
they
quick,
think it's too easy to
um,
make a movie nowadays, and they think it's like, oh, it's a SpongeBob movie, everyone is willing to watch it. It's like, okay, you got to think of the fact that there's people that have lived through SpongeBob, even old and young. But you
Yeah,
have to think about how the first one made so much of a impact if you think about it.
yeah,
Because literally the story was great, literally the songs were great. All of the songs, not just the last one with the Goofy Goober song, which you, you can't complain. You really
Oh,
can't complain.
by the way, for the last few minutes, one of our special guests have left the area of the mic,
Okay.
so you could not hear them or notice where they've gone.
So if we're one girl left, that's because the girl is taking care of baby.
One girl. Was there
Not
another?
not her
Huh?
child, but my
You, me,
a nephew,
Paloma.
a nephew
Uh,
child.
Okay.
But other than that, but they did end the Eds becoming heroes at a good point, and then it just ended up for the Cankers a good point for
That-
them trying
Yeah.
That's
Because
one of
what's
those
it called?
shows.
to
that
be a
looks at the
whore
good
for the
ladders.
brother.
Yeah, like they ended all the characters like leaving them with something good. So you know,
But the story, either way, if you think about it, is somewhere in this, like, some, yeah, I know for a fact there's some people like, oh, they even left like how they're supposed to, and like, being like the scammers that everyone knows and loves. But
Yeah.
either way, if you think about it, their
But
show. But if
yeah.
you think about it, their shows have done it all. Like every episode made you laugh. Even it was kind of interesting how they brought the episode or season, like was it a season or two, when they brought them to when they were going to school.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone has to understand that.
They,
It's like,
they weren't just like in the cul-de-sac all the
yeah,
time, or just
but that is very interesting about the producers and those that made Ed and Eddie, because you gotta think about it. They did all of that. They literally all of their events were all in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
It's like
well, not all
many
their
shows,
events. Or
like
they were
most of
doing
the
an
shows,
alleyway.
most of the. But if you think about it, most of the shows. No, I have to do this when I have to. But if you think
All the
about
hand
it,
gestures
most of
Mexicans
the
make.
shows, most of the episodes, usually end in the cul-de-sac, which rarely most episodes usually that you see now, they have to use more things, they have to think of more stuff to entertain the audience. But yeah, Ed and Eddie just had to use a few houses, and look at where it got them.
Not even
If you
greatly
think-
drawn houses. They just
No.
looked like
No, it
Yeah,
was
like,
like,
what's it called? The whole show was like it was really good just to look at.
yeah, because every character had something that you loved, like that you had to love. Like you had Eddie the scammer, you had
Double D the genius.
the Double D the genius, and then you had
Ed the muscle.
No, Ed.
No,
no.
technically he was
Ed
muscle.
was
He
more
could
the.
if he could lift a
He
house.
was he was like the. Like, I guess if you think of him
the
as
common good boy.
no.
No?
It's kind of hard.
What
to,
is he then?
because look,
he could lift a house.
But if you think about it, he's like the goofy, but then in a way, he could be helpful when he has to deal with his comics.
Yes.
If you, and nobody ever thinks of that because literally he makes when he has his moments when he has to use his comics and when some episodes when he talks about the aliens or his
All
robots,
right. He just
don't
refers to the comics the
he
entire
refers to the
time.
comics and that's what makes him
Double D though, his contraptions are ridiculously advanced for a kid his age, and he's like the kids next door, all built into one. He's just better at it.
yeah.
He doesn't make a laser gun or anything. It's just all right. There's a little tidbit from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy involving Ed and Eddie's Fix-Its, and then the combination of Billy and Mandy with Kids Next Door for a while.
But I think in reality, all of us could agree that I think what we love most about the shows is how they did the crossovers.
Yeah.
Everyone could agree on that.
In fact, they did the whole Cartoon Network back then.
Not only
No,
was
back-
it only was
no,
it not only Cartoon Network
no,
that
Cartoon
did
Network-
crossovers?
No, it was not only Cartoon. It was Cartoon Network and some other things. But I'm saying Cartoon Network was the only one that I ever noticed that actually drew the whole little animation for a city, for the characters have their houses. All of them are actually inside the city, outside the city, have their own little world part in the whole thing. They actually went through the trouble of actually animating every character to actually do everything, He's doing his hand gestures.
You're doing it too.
I know, but
I'll do it.
We all do it.
Yeah, let's all do hand gestures like Flaky the Centaur.
They're not gonna see us. They're
They-
not gonna see us. It's like,
We will show you Flaky the Centaur.
no, but they can't see us with their hand movements. Literally.
Oh, they will see Flaky the Centaur do it later. But yeah, Ernesto, what they did for the early years that they don't do now for Cartoon Network is they don't animate anything anymore. Like, the flicks, the whole little. In fact, they did a few extra things. They did zooms or zoomies or something. I can't remember the actual name, but it was involving a little girl, some monsters underwater. I had a little mini game with it too. None of you remember this. You are
No.
You're horrible.
Oh no.
You're horrible.
Okay.
You're horrible.
No,
No,
the thing
I
is-
never remembered.
The thing is that
I
At,
actually
like, at
pay
a certain-
attention to the
Okay,
details.
okay,
guys.
wait.
at a certain point,
There's
it-
something we can't remember that I guess.
like, no, what's it called? Okay, I will.
No,
Here's
like-
the thing.
Like, what they did
yeah.
for Tom, all those things. They did it for the morning Cartoon Network stuff. Like, they give you the little weird blank creature things called flicks. They actually just walked around. That was at some point. They actually animated all the characters back then too, around it's 2000 to 2003 or 2001. I cannot remember, but I remember they did that. Then they did a whole little live thing with people actually announcing the shows, like what next, etc., etc. And then they did Samurai Jack. They did Samurai Jack like that, like the
High
whole
five.
like the whole clip thing.
High five.
No, I was about to say is like,
Pervert alliance has been made. You are now have diabetes number 3.
I was scratching my leg. God.
no, are you talking about the segments between when they show
Yeah,
the
the
shows?
segments in
Oh.
between.
I was about to say is like, are you talking about a show or an actual show?
At first
No,
I
but
thought
then
that.
yeah,
At
I thought
first
you were
I
talking
thought
about an
that.
actual
Like-
show. But no, but remember,
I'm talking to you
it was
about
like,
the segments in between, like the
Yeah,
actual.
like, I
I
know
was
I-
telling you about Tom. How the hell they do a show at Tom? Like, actually, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry about the little intro tune. One of
No,
we're,
but I
we're
like-
still accepting calls. By the way, that was one call. We were just getting in. We love tits. And
I was thinking like,
sorry.
are you talking about that?
Bad
No,
caller.
because okay, here's the thing.
Off with the caller then.
No, here's the thing. For me, I stopped watching Cartoon Network for a good while. I just got into watching Cartoon Network again in like last year. 'Cause
20
for
last years.
I don't know what's it called. I would say like early 2013. That's when I started getting back into Cartoon Network because here's the thing. In 2009, no wait, in 2007. Oh no, in 2008. No, I'm going a bit early.
2009.
No, what's it called? In 2008, when they started introducing like the live action shows.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Ah,
Inside
good.
Jimmy's Mind.
All
No,
right.
Remember
no,
that?
That was
What's it
actually
called?
interesting.
It was pretty fun to watch. But here's the thing: in 2008, when they started introducing a lot more
Live action,
the live action
like what was
shows,
it? Brain Drain or something like
that
that.
brain drain, like
The
game
one,
shows and
that
all
one
that,
roller coaster thing.
and then
Actually,
Destroy, Build, Destroy.
there was one that interested me. Was Due to What Happened. That was interesting. All right, then I'll leave you two with Mr. Silent,
But
Mr. F, and the random shadow that appeared in the wall.
they're
Wow.
not gonna
Tell me.
see.
They will see it later.
Sorry, you guys leaving or what?
Yeah. But I don't know. With me, it's gonna be hard. With me, you like I said, everyone has a different viewpoint, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing with that is with me, many I guess could agree with me, even though I'm sounding so contradiction throughout this whole podcast. But if you think about it, it's so it's so hard to get into these shows. It's like with in our years when we were growing up, we had shows that we could jump on, not only Cartoon Network but also Nickelodeon. If you
Yeah, but
remember.
like, what's it called? But like right now, like the main topic is just is Cartoon Network, you know?
Yeah. Like let me see, like Cartoon Network, it had its moments when it was like when it was starting, you know, and we had good shows like when we had like we said, Samurai Jack. Obviously, when from time to time we'd be watching Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Sadly, I was disappointed when they made a new season of Tom and Jerry. I am very disappointed.
Oh, Tom and Jerry
That
fans.
that was the most disappointing and disgraceful thing they could ever do.
I have not seen.
No, do not watch it because basically
It's just sad.
it doesn't even.
Jeez, I've heard.
No, let's just say that it doesn't even focus anymore as it used to just on Tom and Jerry. Now it focuses on everybody.
In fact,
Everyone talks more than usual.
Don't forget Looney Tune, the Looney Tune one, the Looney Tune show.
That was good.
That one was good.
The sitcom one where they
That was
they
good.
make it look like a sitcom.
I liked it. I liked it.
Okay, I like it. But the music videos they show
Okay,
in that,
okay.
it's just fucking weird.
Okay,
Oh, no, because
okay.
here-
I get you on that. Okay. Sorry.
Because here's my example.
Pizza.
Like, everything else-
Riva.
No, not that. It's just
No,
that's
do
one of them.
not start.
that is one of them. But no,
Do not start on
the
that.
one that like caught me off guard and I made me just not want to watch the show anymore was the. Okay, I'll admit that the show's pretty
Wizard?
funny. No. The
Oh, right,
the
Duck
show's
Wizard.
pretty funny to watch. Like
Chili grease?
huh?
Grilled cheese?
Real.
Yes.
Will.
Yes.
And it was so sexual with Elmer Fudd,
And I was
him
like,
in the
no.
bed,
I
and
was
he's just like
I was like, no. Time out. He's
Real
supposed to be a hunter.
cheese.
Supposed to be hunting out Bugs Bunny summer with his guns.
In fact,
yeah,
that was-
but then you
in
have
fact,
like
it actually made a reference to the old cartoon too, because Bugs Bunny just after
I was
Daffy
just-
stole his idea for automatic carrot peeler, that
what was the one
I
that-
just went back to his old home was a freaking hole in the ground. He says, "How did I live like this?"
I know.
He
I don't
One of my
know.
favorite.
He was realizing this for the first time. How
Like,
did I live like this?
Yeah. I think there is some episode where it's like it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, but
Especially, have you seen the Superman one?
Oh God.
Have you seen
wait,
that?
which one?
They did a special episode where I think Bugs Bunny's telling the story that how he used to be Superman.
Oh right,
No,
no.
I don't
How
know.
he used to be
I
Batman.
No, they
No.
did that at the end, but the entire episode was
Superman.
him being Superman, and then but like the Christopher Reeve movies, the old ones,
Oh,
the
right.
really good ones, you know?
All right, how he had an amazing life. He didn't have a normal life. He
Yeah.
was president of Mexico.
Yeah, and then it kicks
I
off to
guess.
him being Superman, and like every other characters, like the characters from like I think Lolo was like Lois Lane and Daffy was General Zod.
Right.
Yeah, they did an episode like that, and I saw it, and it was like that's
Okay.
pretty fun. That was pretty fun to watch, you know.
Oh God.
But it was just weird because it's just like Bugs Bunny in the Superman suit, Daffy Duck. They're both fighting each other.
Oh, I remember Duck Dodgers.
Oh my
Yes!
god, I love that show.
They did a whole instance where they switched.
I did not finish seeing that.
You
Huh?
never finished?
I did not finish.
I don't
Like-
think it ever finished. I think it was canceled at one point.
It did get canceled.
Shit.
Why was that?
Huh?
I-
Popularity. The
Po-
viewers, there wasn't that much views.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all because of popularity. Everything. That's
Yeah,
your favorite.
we're having kids watching these shows that I can't even.
Well, unfortunately.
Okay, how does a show like Duck Dodgers, that was actually pretty like a good show, get Tom fucking Jones, a singer, if you guys don't know him,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
get Tom Jones to do the opener and actually make people laugh,
See?
but get canceled, especially for Teen Titans. Okay, here's
Mhm.
this: how can shows like Teen Titans and Duck Dodgers get canceled, but still have Uncle Grandpa as one of the highest rated shows on Cartoon Network?
Well,
Thank you. See,
here's-
now
No,
we're getting
like,
to
no.
the point. Now you're seeing what I'm trying to
No,
say.
I knew I knew about that, but
guys,
the thing is
here's
that
the unfortunate demographic. As the generations go on, I have to say this: kids are actually getting stupider because their access to technology is getting further in.
yeah,
And the
there's
fact
that, but
the fact people just test random kids that just
it's kind of
like-
sad. It's kind of sad though, Juan, is that how much they don't even put an effort. These shows don't even put an effort. I see shows nowadays, like literally, I showed one day my little cousins.
in fact that one of our animators could draw without even trying. That'd be useless. And he just
Like,
he's a better drawer than what they show Uncle Grandpa and all these other people, and just
yeah, like. But then you have to realize that they're like just shows like that doesn't mean it outbalances what's going on now.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, you got shows like sorry, we got someone on the phone.
Yeah.
And like, what's it called?
Caller
Like,
number 6, you're on the air.
it's like as
Welcome
much,
back.
Yeah. As much as like we could
End the call,
bitch and
please.
complain, bitch and complain about shows like Uncle Grandpa and Clarence and other few shows. Like, then you have like that doesn't outweigh what's going on in Cartoon Network. Like, sometimes they do put efforts, like Steven Universe. I
That
will
is
admit
actually good.
that's a good show.
I
you-
in fact check every week on this website
Okay,
to see if there's a new episode.
okay, I'm gonna give him that because actually, if you connect, okay, I'm gonna also give props to Steven Universe because even though all the episodes don't connect, but when you get them all to watch all the episodes at the same time, it gives you a story.
Yeah, no,
But
that's the thing. Is
It's
like,
supposed to give you a story.
what's it
No,
called?
I
No,
know,
but no matter what,
I know.
like
That's
some
what
of
I'm
the
trying to
episodes
say.
don't stand alone, but a lot of the times every episode is actually connected. You know?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's
Yeah.
Like
there's some exceptions like Steven Universe. Okay, sometimes Adventure Time. Sometimes. Sometimes because
Adventure Time
it gives
actually
you more
finished.
of a deep.
It
No,
did?
It did. Adventure Time finished with apparent. Okay, here's a spoiler here. Adventure Time finished when Finn found out he was some type of galactic thing or some. I don't know what the hell was going on. Like, what the hell is this? He was actually some part of some super meteor. And Gunther, you know the little penguin that Ice King has,
Yeah.
is actually a super dangerous alien from another world. Yes, apparently so.
A penguin.
What?
That makes
Really?
no sense.
No. Apparently, when he was entering Earth's ooze atmosphere, he actually got crunched up because he wasn't used to the atmosphere being so dense, and just actually crumpled into a fucking penguin when he doesn't have the colors for it, crumpling inward until he turned black and white
Okay.
into a fucking penguin.
Okay, three questions. Why? Number 2, why? And number 3, why?
They explained it in the episode. I don't get it anymore. I said,
Okay,
fuck it, I'll go with
Did
it.
it really end?
That's what it
Really?
seemed like to
That
me.
really?
Yeah, and
No,
apparently
no,
Finn's...
no.
Hold it.
It cannot end like that.
Here's how
Hold
the
on,
episode
just-
ended for the last one I watched. This one made it seem like it's the end because Finn was given the option to go back to the very beginning of time and see how it all started.
Oh
How
no, what's it
creative-
called? I was about to say, it's not gonna end. That's not. It's not. Doesn't have,
Like,
I was about to
he
say,
just
it's like,
finally jumps in,
sorry,
Hey,
it's not
that's
ending.
not supposed to be.
but he
supposed to be like-
chooses not to. But his dad just says, "Fuck it, I'm taking the."
Oh no, you're talking about the lady season. Okay, I actually
know.
didn't see that.
I,
What's it called?
I thought it was the ending.
Yeah, no, it's not the ending. The okay. Adventure Time, the regular show, and like 3 more cartoons are getting new seasons. So they're gonna
Really?
continue. Yeah,
Wait, regular show's still going?
yeah, regular show's still
I
going.
thought it was. I honestly thought it would end because it's got. That's the only one. Okay, out of all of them, that's the one I have the most respect, mainly because it's like a simple show. That
It shows just 2 bros hanging out.
yeah, it's like what it's very
Like,
simple
okay, yeah.
and
They may be a bird and a raccoon, but they get along.
Oh, what's it called? Here's my problem with the regular show. I don't like it as much people would say. I just don't see why it's a good show. But for me, it's
Well,
Because it's
but then I
always
can,
regular.
yeah,
but
no,
if you think
no. The motto, the motto of the
I
show
know.
is
Think about
nothing
it, if you
but.
think
I
about
know.
it, everyone has their own motive. Like Lily, everyone, like I said, this is the reason why. Like I said, how you like some of the shows now, and how I like still love some
It's
of the
just
shows
our
back then.
it's our
It's
general
basically the
opinions.
opinion. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like
So
that's the
anyone
reason
watching
why.
this,
No, like
this
what's
is
it
our
called?
opinions.
Yeah.
Don't screw us over. Don't fuck with us.
No.
We'll figure it out. Flora's
No,
got a Viking
no,
war army.
we're not. This I know this is our opinion. We're not arguing. We're just seeing how it is. Like how he likes
From
how
the eyes of God.
I
No,
like
how
the whole yeah.
the whole how I guess how you liked how they somewhat progress. I guess could we no
No,
No,
like
they don't. No, Steven
here's the
Universe.
thing. No. My point is that
No, Adventure
what
Time
I'm trying to
progress.
like, you're going on a different point for some reason.
I
Your
don't know.
Yeah.
point is basically is like we're all entitled to our own opinion, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is why we're doing this. But for me is that Cartoon Network has progressed at a certain thing, but then there are shows where it's like it kind of kills it. But
just
again,
loses
it
its
doesn't.
spark.
It doesn't. But even though there are shows like Uncle Grandpa that kills it,
Eh.
it doesn't. That doesn't outweigh like the shows that as good as they have. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Pretty much. Although, here's an instance where I just get lazy and now I'm just saying whatever. There was one point I just got lazy and started thinking, typed in YouTube, cartoon as anime. All of a sudden, I see Ed, Edd and Eddie as an anime, which, honestly, the guy who drew it didn't do a half bad job. It was actually perfect to what the hell they would look like as an anime. But
What?
What?
they actually drew Ed, Edd and Eddie as an anime. What? People honestly did.
Oh, that's people now.
Yeah.
Dan.
No.
Anatucci.
I'm not talking about. I said YouTube at first. Remember,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not meaning an actual
I'm
creator.
about to say.
Unless we get the legal rights to it, then maybe.
Well, I guess technically they would have to ask the.
No.
Because if
we won't get that. Trust us.
Yeah.
But as for our final expeditions, let's see. We can actually set this to a tone. We've encountered many things in our lives. They've actually drawn the Canker sisters, Ed, Eddie, everyone in the cul-de-sac perfectly enough to where I would honestly believe they wouldn't be an anime. And some guy went out of his way, draw everything, and actually did an opening intro for this. And Mr. F is looking back onto his phone for information.
How did we
to
go
guide
from
him.
anime to cartoons?
We went from cartoons to animation.
set the point is that like what's it called? All the shows that we have and that we've watched. Only reason why it's popular is because of how dedicated fans are. So like seeing the edited and any anime, that's not from the creators.
I know, it's not
but the thing
creators,
is
but
that
it
it's
just
from the
inspired
fans.
some people.
Yeah,
to actually
like it's
bother,
from the
not
fans,
to bother,
you
but
know?
to actually inspire them to actually draw this out. To imagine them in a whole new light.
Yeah. Again, that's from the fans, and the thing is that what was I about to say? Oh no, the thing is that when it comes to fans, some fans are gonna be some of the greatest fans ever. You know?
Yeah.
So like if
Dedication is
yeah,
mostly
it's like
the key.
see like the whole anime thing.
Yeah.
It's not what's it called like anime is not the only show cartoon to have anime
There's so many that they could.
like
Ye-
Hey, other than that, that's just dedication to everything. Well, sorry for that interruption. Sorry for that silence.
like since you really can't see that Paloma's
no,
little,
no,
like,
no, 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 no.
child
Let's-
abuse.
No.
Let's just leave it at that.
Let's just leave it
at that. Child abuse.
sorry
Child
for-
abuse. Child abuse. I can't even say it right now.
I got hold on. I got a call to make. This is gonna be just whatever. This is gonna be on thing.
Caller
Okay.
number 4. You're on
Hello?
the air.
What?
Hello?
I'm gonna head to the restaurant right now.
Well then.
Alright.
Alright,
Do you
give me a
know
sec, Mom.
Family Motors?
Mom, hold up. I'm doing a podcast.
It's like right next to
podcast.
It's like
You-
right next to.
Do you really want me to explain this to you? No, I'm not.
Let me call you
No,
back.
I'll call you back. No, bye.
Let me call you back. This is bad.
Anyway, apparently our colors got intertwined at one point.
Yeah.
So,
From
one of these days you should probably do that.
From Silent and Mr. F's phones. We got two separate colors.
Okay, so we went from Child of Boost to
Child of Boost, yeah.
Okay.
Child of Boost.
Where
the
were we?
but other than
You want to end the podcast?
Yeah,
I'm lost.
all right, but
okay.
other than that,
Oh, no, okay.
No.
But this is- what?
Well,
thing is,
okay, let's just leave with some final words.
this is our final word.
Yeah, like I'm trying to set up those.
I won't.
Alright.
Oh no, the whole point of the whole conversation was like yeah, just to share what we do as child.
as
and
our
our-
childhood
Well,
memory.
Like the both of you had childhood. I just saw cartoons.
You had no experience in
I had
life.
cartoon- okay,
you had
okay,
no Viking.
I had
You
experience.
had no blood.
Okay. Even though we're getting sidetracked, I'm
You had no
barely getting started because I'm barely getting started on anime, and that is way different. Unless some idiot on YouTube.
Freak.
Shut the fuck. Oh wait. Wait. There's kids
Yeah,
listening.
shut the fuck up.
Hey, there's no kids on the screen.
How do you know?
You don't know. You know how YouTube is. They let anyone watch any violent,
So what?
sexual.
You.
So
Okay,
what? That's usual.
but, like I said, like you said, how people continue to be the fans that watched and loved these shows. It's pretty much just continue their dedication. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird. A 19-year-old literally watching Samurai Jack or Curse the Cowardly Dog.
It's just our
and I'm-
nature.
And still, it creeps me the hell out every time I watch that dog going to some creepy, demonic people, places, wherever the God green earth you want to call it.
It's just
but,
him.
But basically, it's just how you want to say. It's pretty much.
I never talk about Kurt's Cuddly Dog. That's weird.
I know, but I
I
could
think
say
I
that
wrote
I'm proud to say that what the cartoons I lived and watched, sadly these ones, as much as we could, me and you could say a lot about, even though we have different opinions, but I could say that there isn't a show that you couldn't love.
Yeah.
Like, look at, I'll repeat the list again. There's Courage,
Ed and
There's
Eddie.
Ed and Eddie. There's
Samurai Jack.
Are you gonna say it or I'm gonna say it?
Either way. Codename Kids Next Door.
Yeah, like what's it called?
Looney Tunes
Yeah.
was fun.
No,
But
Looney
to-
Tunes was way beyond our general. We're talking about like
I know.
90s and
No, like
up.
I was to say, like just because
Cartoons
it's like
we saw as a child.
just
so-
because you saw like no Looney Tunes came out in the 70s doesn't mean you got to enjoy it when you were a kid.
Yeah,
See?
no.
Like
They
no,
still
but
showed
Looney
it.
Tunes is kind of like the perfect idea of a perfect cartoon.
That or Tom and Jerry for me.
Yeah, and Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, hands down, any
Tom
child
and Jerry, the good old days.
without adding the original, the newest one they made.
Yeah.
Hands down, the rest is meant for every single generation, no
Just
matter
old-
what.
just the
Because
classic
literally-
cartoon violence.
Because if you think about it, there's violence without cussing, without actual hit. Like, I know they beat the crap out of each other,
But
and
they,
it's hilarious.
they're flat
But
character.
yeah, but when did you see so many kids do so much violence? Not really.
Yeah,
See?
but okay, you know what? Next week's topic should be something like that because I
Next-
actually agree with you.
All right.
But what's it called? But that's gonna apply to video games.
No.
that should be next week's topic.
Okay.
That will-
I will
that's too much
gladly.
controversy. You'll get a
No,
lot of-
I will
but
gladly.
that's
No,
a good topic.
Okay, either way, go,
No,
let's-
no, that is another topic that me
A
and
topic for
him-
another day. We'll continue it later.
Wait, what?
We'll continue it later.
We'll continue it later.
But pretty much, it's
Yeah.
like all of us could agree. We could love every show. It doesn't matter if, like, I know,
How
like,
old we are.
No, how you said it, and what's the word? How you portrayed it, that pretty much it doesn't matter what year it came out, but as long as we enjoyed it and loved it and saw jacking off on, this is a PG. This is a PG. And I know you child abuse a child, but you
Child
catch-
abuse.
Yeah, Child Abuse apparently he did. But other than that, it's just our experiences in
Yeah,
our
like-
childhood.
I need to
Like
fart.
It's like so the whole point to this, so we can finally end it, is like no matter what cartoons are good or either good or bad, it's the matter of the fact that we enjoyed it is what we're trying to say. It so what's it called? No, it's that that's how we enjoyed it is basically what kind of matters, you know? It
Whatever we had in our childhood actually affected us or just
Yeah,
helped
like-
us grow as a child.
yeah.
Not violently or how psychopathic.
No,
it's just
well,
like
it
we
was-
had fun.
But in a way, it was violent, but it was still. It didn't.
Another day, another day, another,
Another day. Another day.
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
sorry.
yes.
We could go in more depth than that.
And so, to finally cut this thing off, is that everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's just that if you take it too far, then it's gonna go too far.
Like any other thing.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion,
Yeah.
but it's just a matter of fact that is that if you enjoyed something,
That's
then
your
you
opinion.
enjoyed it, you know?
Take.
It's not for someone else to say.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that that's left to us fans, you know?
Yeah.
But as long as we can, like you said, as long as we continue to admire and love these shows, then we could really care a half ass of what others have to say.
Yeah.
See?
Well, that's a certain thing. That's why we do this podcast. That's
That's
our
what we do
topic.
all
It's
our
like already like
podcasts.
51 seconds into it. Goddamn. Minutes!
Yeah, yeah. We're
So-
51 seconds into the podcast. Good luck,
Yeah.
everyone.
So, I guess we're signing off now?
All right, our next topic for our next podcast will be
The video,
video
what's it called?
Video game.
concept-
Video.
the
The
old
violent-
Psychological drama in video games.
yes,
Which-
what he said.
which me and him could go way into depth.
Yeah,
Uh,
so next week, what's it called?
I will have to put a battering ram in between both of you.
No,
or-
no.
No.
But we're agreeing what we're saying.
Yeah.
I know, but
But
still,
what's it
you have
called?
to have
Okay,
Next-
okay,
like,
okay,
just
next,
okay, okay,
next time,
okay.
next time.
Yeah,
I have-
Okay, next week.
Next time, next time,
okay,
next time.
okay.
All right, that's going to be our next podcast.
9 more minutes.
Hope you enjoyed it, and so like, subscribe, do whatever the hell you
I need
want.
a fart.
This is True King signing off with our special guest, Mr. F, and Silent. We will be accepting phone calls later on. We hope you enjoy our soon-to-be live-action film, Centaur the Flaky.
Stop. Ernesto!
Yeah.
Fucking Ernesto!